Oh shit.
By the way, my son and I started a podcast together.
Oh really?
Called Hey
What's
Man.
it called?
Hey Man, because I say that a lot, and I say Hey Man, and when we call each other, we go Hey Man, and so, but he told me this story in this last. I'm dropping it all today. We have 8 episodes. He went to that fucking AstroWorld concert.
Oh shit, the one where people are dying?
Yo, told me the whole story. If his girlfriend, at the time they said, because they were up against the barricade, they got there early to get up against the barricade. That was the good spot. And she had bruises around her body from just being smushed. Yo, Jacob told me this story about this girl. And so everyone's smushed like this. He's 6'3".
Yeah.
He's not tiny.
Mm-hmm.
He was lifted off the ground with his feet, just like this, being moved around. He said, he was looking around trying to find, and his girlfriend was pushed up against the barricade. And he looked at one point to his left and saw this girl who had, when Travis came on stage, had thrown her hands up in the air to cheer. Well, she got smushed. So now her hands are stuck like this. And so, and she's being, Jacob said, it's like it was like watching a boa constrictor. Because every time she let out a breath, the crowd just closed. Right? That's why people pass out, because you can't breathe in anymore. And he said he just slowly saw her starting to just fall, just go under. And he was like, the problem is if you went down, you were down. Like if you went down to get somebody, you weren't getting up because they were closing the gap. And he said,
what the fuck?
He said 2 guys just reached down and lifted her back up. But he said there were times where like you were being moved and you could see people underneath you and you couldn't help them. Fucking crazy. But the story he tells on the podcast is like,
what made him want to go?
He loves Travis Scott.
Yeah, but isn't that like
not like that? And
for real? Because some people say he like
but that's
condones
his,
that stuff. Like he's like, we want it to be crazy.
I think that's he wants that energy, right? That was what bringing the younger crowd, and that was what he was known for. And he'd been arrested on stage before in Vegas, right? Or something like that, where he had told people to break down a barricade and he got arrested for inciting a riot, I think, right? But that's good for his, who am I? That's good for his, but there's only one way for that to end, when you just keep pushing it. And so, but he loved the music. Loved the music.
Was he thinking about that though, going into the concert?
He knew.
This is going to be wild.
Well, so Travis Scott, they rushed, and his girlfriend said right to him, "We got to go right now." And he was like, "You're right." And so they had her. She needed a security guard to reach in and pull her over because she was smushed, and same with him. And he said that they just helped. They were helping pull people out, and some people. I was like, "Why couldn't they just get over the fence?" And he was like, "Dad, you're smushed from all sides. You're completely. There's no lifting yourself up over the fence. There's too much. There's thousands of people of body pressure on you. I can't even imagine, man. I can't even fucking imagine." But
you're like helpless.
He was like, they both had like legit nightmares. He was like, I've been waking up seeing faces for a week. Bananas.
Because you like to think like you would just start bodying people around, but
it's just too many people.
It seems like there's just
nothing
you can do. Imagine being on the ground, like on your back, like, yo, I'm about to go.
That's the crazy thing, dude. Right. Is you're 100% helpless. Even like, dude, you're a grown man. I'm sure you've never walked into a crowd and been like, I'm going to be okay. But you would be picked up and moved. If your feet got off the ground, that was it. Bananas. But to hear him talk about it was like, I couldn't believe. He texted me the next morning. I went to sleep before it all. I'm so glad I didn't hear about it that night.
Right.
Because to get a text the next morning would have just been like, yo, he saw somebody get shot in Cleveland. He came to visit me at a show.
Yeah.
And we were up in the hotel room. And I know he gets high. He knows I get high, but we don't get high together. I mean, he's a grown person who's allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm just not going to get high with him, right? And so we were high in the room, and there was a quesadilla place right across under the window, right below our window across the alley in Cleveland. And I was like, go get us some quesadillas, dude. And he was like, yeah. So he goes out and gets some quesadillas. In about 5 minutes, I hear, ba, 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 ba. And if you've heard gunshots, you know the difference between a gunshot and a car backfiring.
Right.
I'm like, these are gunshots. And it's right where he was. Like the gunshot sounds right underneath the window where it was the longest walk to a window. Because I'm like, I got to look. And I pulled back the shade, and there was a body in the alley, not his. And I call him. I go, hey. And he goes, yeah. I go, you okay? He goes, I just saw someone get shot. And I go, dude, come back up here. And he goes, why? I go, somebody just got shot. He goes, yeah, but they're not going to come back and shoot him again, right? And I go, I don't think so. He goes, yeah, I'm waiting for the food. I go, you high motherfucker. Like, what are you doing?
I've got to secure this food.
I go, what are you doing? He goes, yeah, everybody else ran. So the owner of the place said I could have everybody's food. He goes, I'm bringing up 4 full bags. I'm like, yeah, wait around. We'll bring up the 4 bags. But it was crazy. But he was so nervous that night. He said to me, he was a grown dude. He was 19 maybe. He goes, you mind if I lay in the bed with you? I'm like, nah, dude, you come over. But he was like, I can't believe I saw somebody get shot. But crazy, dude.
Hell
like,
yeah.
that dude has seen some. I can't even imagine.
Seen somebody get shot?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I mean, you guys seen anybody get shot? Blas has. I hope you guys like this clip. If you want to continue to be for the boys, you need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and check out our playlist. We have all the links right here on the screen. As always, biggest of hugs and tiniest of kisses. Also, go check out the full episodes, but always for the boys.